Hey guys, it's the Wandering Wind, and today I want to be perfectly frank with you guys. Yesterday I uploaded a reaction video, well, a response video to some activity that's been going on here at YouTube, and is, to be honest, it's pretty reprehensible. Okay, so for those of you that are not familiar with this guy, this guy is DaddyOFive. Um, DaddyOFive is a YouTuber who vlogs with his family, and he does, well, he provides, or he produces, I guess. He produces prank videos. He calls them prank videos anyway. Anyway, yesterday there was some huge backlash against him and his channel because of a video he made entitled Invisible Ink Prank, in which he uses some invisible ink and marks up his child's, Cody's, bedroom carpet, and then proceeds to, in what he thinks is a, let me actually get my face in here, what he thinks is a comical way, reacts to the event and pranks him. Okay, so this guy is a this guy is definitely an undesirable kind of person. He's definitely the kind of guy you don't want to be friends with after you hear everything that's going on in his house. So he ends up well, doing the whole overreacting parent. What the hell are you doing? What the and all this time, the kid is in tears, crying hysterically, saying, I didn't do it, it wasn't me, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. And this goes on for a good number of minutes, and then finally, oh, well, it was just a prank, can't take a prank, can you, can't take a prank, can you? Well, today, or yesterday, I guess, he put up another video, because this says, hold on, let me do it again. This says, wait for it, published on April 17th, 2017, yesterday. So, yeah, this was yesterday, and this is the day after the whole invisible ink prank. Now, listen to what ended up happening today. Backstory, they're planning on going to Disneyland or Disney World or something, and Cody isn't invited, but just listen to the reason why.
Tomorrow's the day, but today is the day that we're getting ready for the day to be the day. So today we're getting ready to leave for Disneyland. Nan and Pop will be here soon to get the dogs, and Nan and Pop will be here soon also to get Cody, because Cody did not earn to get to go, and that sucks.
So, Cody didn't earn the ability to go on this trip, but wait until you hear why.
But that's life. That's what happens when you misbehave. But I don't want to get into all that because I'm upset about it. But that's what's going on, and yeah, all that other shit. Stressful day, guys. Stressful ass day.
Sorry.
Okay. Bye, girl.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to
The girls are
find the other part, actually. Okay, so here we go.
Why are you pissed off?
because he's not going.
Whose fault's that? It's all. Why are you pissed off?
Because he's not going.
Whose fault's that?
It's his fault, but I'm still pissed off about it, babe.
So be pissed off at him?
No, I wanted to take...
Okay, so the dad's pissed off because Cody can't go because he didn't earn it. Because he did something to unearn it.
Take it.
Okay, well, I don't want to take him. I love the boy, but I don't want to take him because he's bad at shit and he's going to make everyone miserable the whole time. He put poop everywhere. Several times. Poop.
Yeah. But I'm going to miss him. I don't want him to be there.
Everyone is going to miss, well, not everyone, but I'm going to miss him too.
Got them jerks in there. They're not going to care.
I'm going to miss him too. You just said you don't want to take him. You just said that he ruins everything, that he messes up everything. Okay, so, let me, okay, so this is okay, so Cody spread, his own crap everywhere, I guess. Okay. Let me just show you. No, okay. Not that. The message behind the behavior. This behavior actually has, this behavior actually has a name. It actually even has a, it actually has a, it actually has a psychological message behind this. Scatolia, which is the act of spreading feces over a certain area, is often a this is often an activity or a behavior that is often a response to a lack or a loss of control in one's own life. It's often a very, very good sign that there's something wrong in here, something wrong in your head. And I wouldn't blame Cody, because to be honest, if he's displaying this kind of behavior, if he's displaying scatolia behavior, then that's not directly his fault, because the underlying issues are the fact that he has they have no control over their own personal lives, and so they try and gain control over their own bodily functions. So they smear it all over, yada, yada, yada. This is extremely disturbing and extremely, this is extremely concerning, I guess, because, to be honest, with this behavior, there needs to be a consistent and a committed attack plan to find out the underlying roots of the problem, because this doesn't just come up overnight. This isn't just oh well, I did it because I chose to do it. No, this is the result of something in here that is wrong because of things out here that are wrong. And you know what that is? It's pranks like the invisible ink prank and the breaking the tablet prank and this prank and that prank and the other prank, and him being the butt of most of them. Most of the pranks that are on this channel, quite a few of them are directed directly at Cody. And this is destroying his self-esteem. It's destroying his sense of self-control and control within his own life. And it's destroying his ability to cope with the stressful events around him. And he's going to end up one day, unfortunately, probably being admitted into either a nursing home when he's old, or into a group home or a mental institution when he's not that old. Because his parents wouldn't let up, his family wouldn't allow him to have any peace. He just wants to be a normal kid, but his family is so high on the fame and fortune they've gotten that they want to continue to continue to work at making the most of every prank and doing everything that they can to whatever. I don't know if any of these pranks are staged, but I don't think they are, because the way... Okay, let me just say, if Cody is acting, give him an Emmy or a Grammy, or what the hell you give an actor that's so damn good. You can't even tell that they're faking, because, to be honest, the behavior that he exhibits during a lot of these pranks, when he gets completely and totally hysterically upset, that can't be faked. And if it can, give that boy an Oscar and give him a free pass into the realms of the highest level of actors, because he's earned it. But I don't think this is acting. I don't think this is any kind of play. I don't think this is funny. It's not funny anymore when your child is in pain. It's not funny anymore when your child is constantly calling out for help and you won't give it to them, because you'd rather get the money that you get from ad revenue and everything else. Good God, look. Look. Okay, look. This family gains anywhere from almost $4,500 and almost $67,000 a month in ad revenue, thanks to the abuse heaped upon thanks to the abuse being heaped upon this poor, defenseless child. And to be completely honest, this guy Popcorn, 47 seconds ago, commented, "Can't wait to see the prank." Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting that my camera's off. "Can't wait to see the prank where Cody pulls the plug on your life support in 20 years. Ooh, burn." Yeah. Anyone who I'm watching these videos. I'm watching this content. I'm watching this little defenseless boy. And look. This man, baby, look what he's got on his desk. Look what he has on his desk that he's using. That is blood money. That is money spent on himself, earned from the abuse of a child that knows no other life other than the mistreatment and abuse of his family and siblings. And I shudder to think whether or not his grandparents are the same way. If they are, I shudder to think that this is continuing. Even if his grandparents aren't participating in the abuse, I am sure that his grandparents are being told every time he's out there or every time he's with them, Grandpa, Grandma, my family are making me feel like crap. My family treat me like garbage. My family breaks my stuff. They hit me. I can't believe that he wouldn't be trying to get them to help him. And yet, if they know about this and they're not doing a damn thing, they're no better than his damn parents. Just saying. I tried, okay. Yesterday when I released the video, I had one commenter that made several comments that said, I can't believe that you would side against these people. I've been a subscriber of theirs for a while, and they do not abuse their children at all. To that person, I want to say, I'm sorry that you can't see. Well, they did eventually see that it could be abuse. They said that they could see that it could be abuse. But at the same time, they didn't admit completely that it was abuse. So I want to say to you, I'm sorry that you can't see how badly this boy is being treated. I am sorry that you have never, well, I'm happy that you have never had to suffer like this. But at the same time, I am so sorry that you will never be the voice that will set children like this free. When I was young, my father he was an addict and he was a drunk. He was an alcoholic and he was a drunk, and he would beat my mom quite frequently. And when I became 8 years old, he started beating on me. And at the time, I so wished someone would just help me. Someone would come in and say, this is enough. In fact, one time, it got so bad. One time it got so bad that I literally called the police. No, wait, no, my sister. My second oldest sister, who was pregnant who had her first child at the time, went down to the neighbors down the street and called the police. The police come to the door and, oh, well, we can't see a thing. We don't see any marks. And I remember crying and begging the police to take my daddy away. To take him away and lock him up because I didn't like him anymore. Because he hurt my mommy. You don't get that from an 8-year-old child if nothing has happened. And yet what did they do? They did nothing. What did they do? Oh, you're married, we can't do anything. And then after it happened again, after they'd gotten divorced, because Mom finally got a judge to say, okay, fine. Then after they were divorced and it happened again, oh, you're not married, we can't do a fucking thing. You say that to an 8-year-old child, and you see how their heart breaks, knowing that they're never going to be released from their personal hell. Knowing that every day they're going to be suffering. That is blood money. That is the money that you've stolen from your child. That is the innocence and the happiness and the joy your child should have had in your house. In his childhood, you stole it away from him. And now he's displaying psychological brokenness. And you just think that it's bad behavior. You are horrible parents. I would not want to give any children to you if I were God. But obviously he has a plan for this boy. Otherwise he wouldn't have this suffering He wouldn't allow this suffering if there wasn't a point to it. I know that. But shame on you for putting him through this. I prayed to God some days that he would take my father away. That he would allow him to die because I couldn't take it anymore. I'm glad he didn't, because now I have a good relationship with my father. I've been able to forgive him for what he's done, for what he did. But that doesn't mean that I forget. And even if Cody ever manages to forgive you, he will never forget the amount of pain that you inflicted on him. You. Nobody else. Not YouTube. Not the online community. Not his brothers and sisters. You. I wish. I so hope you will see this. I so hope someone will show this to you. And you will finally get the message. Because I tell you what, you need to wake up. Yes, you have a great life now because your family is famous and because you have 761,000 subscribers and you have $68,000 maximum coming in every month. Yes, you have a great life, but you've built that life on the backbone of your children. You built that life on the suffering of your son. Even God would never do this to his son. God allowed his son to suffer for all mankind, but he wouldn't put him through this for his own benefit. He did it for the rest of his children. You are massively ignorant when it comes to the pain that you can inflict on a child. A child's mind is so fragile. They're still growing, they're still learning, they're still wondering, and they're still dreaming. But like this for how much longer? How much longer will he dream while you continue to do this? How much longer until he starts dreaming of the day when it ends? Of the day when he ends? How much longer until he no longer has the will to live? How much longer until you find him one day and you realize it's too late to say, I'm sorry? How long until you have to bury him because you put him there? Because you pushed him off the edge of a cliff you could have easily pulled him back from. You could have easily pulled him back from that cliff, but instead all those years you pushed him toward it. Turn things around now. Allow him to be a child. Allow him to see some joy in his life. Because right now there is no joy. Right now he feels no happiness. On the outside he may look great, but damn it all if there isn't some pain in those eyes of his. I may not be able to see it, mainly because you don't let the camera get that close to him unless he's upset to begin with. But don't let this become another instance of parents that wouldn't listen, of parents that wouldn't put their child first. Because if you do that, you will never get him back. You will never see the day when your child is grown up and successful. Because even if he does survive, he's not going to thrive as long as he still carries the weight of the pain. Get him into therapy and stop the pranks. Please, stop the pranks. You're ruining your child's life. You're ruining his childhood. You've stolen it away already. Let him have it back. Please. If you guys agree with my message, if you disagree with my message, if you think I'm completely off base, if you think I'm letting this get to me because of my past, and you don't think that I'm looking at this with an objective eye, that's the comment section down below. Let me know what you think either way. But let me tell you this. Child abuse is never right. And if you think it is, then you absolutely need some form of therapy, because I can't give it to you. I want to give you guys one last bit of advice. If you know a child who is being abused, if you know of a family member or a person in your life that you know well, if you know that they're being hurt, if they're being abused, if they're being neglected in any way, shape, or form, don't let it continue. Speak up. Get people involved that will help them, because life is too short to spend it suffering. Life is too short to allow other people to suffer while you benefit from it, or while you ignore it. If you continue to ignore the suffering of others, what does that make you? I'll tell you what it makes you. It makes you no better than the others. Just like his grandparents. If they know about this, which they should, if they actually listen to their grandchild, if they know about this and they don't say anything, then they're just as much to blame as his parents. And so are his brothers and sisters for not saying anything to anyone. I know in Boogie's video, he said those children that grow up in that situation, in that kind of a situation, don't usually know. Don't usually know that that's abnormal, because that's all they've ever known. I understand that. But I'm telling you, there's got to be some sort of interaction that the siblings at least have with other people. That they can see that there's something different about their family. And if they don't say anything, or they don't say, well, we don't act like that in our family, and then proceed to explain, they're just as bad, because they're allowing themselves to be blind to the fact that there's something wrong. I'm sorry for getting emotional. I'm sorry for getting so passionate about it, but I see people these days, I see them treating others with so much contempt, with so much hate, with so much disdain, and it makes me physically ill, because I see my own life. I see myself in their position, and I worry that one day they will end up like me, like I used to be. I used to place no value in my life. I used to place no value in what I did. I used to place no value in my continued existence. I am lucky to have survived 25 years because my mother didn't give up on me. If she had, I had already given up on myself. If she'd given up on me, I wouldn't be here today. She never gave up on me, and I got better. But how much longer does this child have? If you appreciated this video for what it is, an advocacy on behalf of this child, don't just allow it to stop with me. If you're a fellow YouTuber, bring awareness to the ongoing issue of child abuse in America and everywhere. And if you're just a concerned parent or a concerned person or a person who has any kind of moral decency, share this video speak out on behalf of little Cody. And don't allow Cody to become another statistic. Don't allow any child to become another statistic. Children shouldn't be remembered for just being another number on account of how many children killed themselves or how many children lived in abusive homes. We need love, not neglect. Show that love.